Hi everybody, it's Daryl here from Daryl and Andrea. So I get asked a question quite often. I think anybody that's successful gets asked this question a lot. Is what is the most important thing? Uh, what distinguishes the successful from the unsuccessful? And I think the answer to that question really boils down to mindset. It's not necessarily not even mindset, but more along the lines of what you'll allow in your mind. I think the for me the switch happened really fast. I was at work one day and within 10 minutes I was listening to a podcast. All of a sudden it was like click, and you make the decision that you're not going to listen anymore. You're not going to, all those voices in the back of your head, all the things that people say to you, it's not going to work. You know, you know, why are you going into business? You don't want to be wealthy. You don't want to be rich. You don't want this. The money is the root of all evil. You hear all this stuff, and there becomes a day when it just you decide that you're not going to listen to that stuff anymore, and it's not going to matter anymore. You just and you become singularly focused. It's 100% mindset in my opinion. I remember there's a section in the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and if you haven't read the book yet, I strongly recommend you pick up Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's probably changed more lives than just about anything else, and where he talks about being homeless, and he was homeless for a period of time. And people will ask him, why were you homeless? And the answer is because it comes down to mindset. He had set his mind that he decided what he wanted to do. He wanted to be he wanted to be financially free. He wanted to be a business owner. He wanted to be an investor. He didn't want to be an employee anymore, and it wasn't worth his time to be an employee anymore. It took too much of his time to do that, and took his time away from creating value in the world. Because really, becoming financially independent, becoming wealthy, is is a direct correlation to how much value you put out in the world. The more if you create value for people, people are willing to pay you handsomely for that. And so it really comes down to setting your mind on it and understanding that whatever you want is out there somewhere. You have to ask for it. You have to negotiate for it. You got to create it. And there's a infinite number of ways that you can create value for people, and that's why there's really so many entrepreneurs. There's literally millions of millionaires everywhere, all over the country, and every one of them came upon it their own way, and but it all started with the decision that they weren't going to accept anything less anymore, and they weren't going to accept um, working for somebody else. They weren't going to accept having their when it come down to their family and their friends and their parents, and saying whatever they're going to say, all the negative stuff. It sounds too good to be true. It sounds, it's a scam. Whatever it might be. That you decided that what, none of that matters anymore. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and that's kind of the end of that. So, anyways, I think that's kind of wraps up the video for today. It's if you really want to make strides in your life, it all starts with mindset. Set your mind, set what you want to do, decide what you want to do. It's like Tony Robbins says. The word desir come or the word decide comes from the Latin word desir, means to cut. You know, cut off all other options. You know if you need to find an odd job here or there to pay the bills while you get your business up and running, then do that. You know, but don't give up on your dreams. It's persistence. It's about having your mind absolutely 100% set, being certain on what you want to do, and just going for it. So, anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks and have a good day.